Moving into this tutorial, I'm going to look at an aspect of using Vegas Pro 12 that doesn't appear to automatically belong in this section on using audio. But because I'm linking this feature that I'm about to explain to audio playback, then I've placed it in this section. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at adding text on top of our video events to create another dimension to our finished movie. In actual fact, in this tutorial, I'm going to edit some text I've added already, and in the following tutorial, I'll show you how easy it is to add some more text. Anyway, let's edit what we've got. You'll notice I've added this extra track here, track number 1, and it's got this event that has this, well, it looks like a checkerboard pattern across it. Well, that checkerboard pattern simply indicates to us that this event is transparent, or it has the vast majority of it anyway, transparent. However, there is a small amount of it that isn't transparent, and that's the actual text that we've added. Now, even though you can't see it, it does actually contain text here on our event. You'll see the text better in our main monitor, where I've typed out the words White Star Rocket Ship, i.e. that's one of the lyrics at the beginning of this verse. Well, in actual fact, that's what it should say. It should say White Star Rocket Ship, but in actual fact I've made a spelling error. It doesn't say star, it says start. Well, I've purposely left that spelling error in so that I can show you how to easily correct it. First of all, although this isn't particularly necessary, it's just good housekeeping. First of all, I'm going to name my track. So I'm going to double click in here and call this text. So now I'm going to correct my spelling. And if I click on here, this button, well, as we've seen previously, this calls up a particular dialog box. And in this case, I've called up my Video Media Generators user interface dialog box. And you'll see the text added here with start, not star, so I need to correct this. Okay, now I also want to add an ellipsis at the start and at the end, i.e. I want to add in 3 full stops at the beginning and at the end. Okay, so once you've had a play around and added whatever text that you want to include, you can adjust it in pretty much any similar way that you've ever used a word processing program before. You'll see all the regular word processing options, font size for example, or you could change the actual font itself. I'm going to leave things as they are for the moment, and because I don't want this text to simply be static on our screen, I want it to move, I want it to be animated, well, I'm going to use a preset, and I've already set the preset, and this preset is called Fly In, and this makes our text animated, as I say, rather than static. However, I want to show you this for something I've discovered. Now, I'm not sure if this is a bug or it's by design, but either way, it's something to be aware of. If you've already typed in your text, and you've set your text size and your font and the color, and you've set a preset, as we have done here with Fly In, if you change your preset, the program somehow thinks you want to change your text as well. And because I've chosen Fly In, it appears to think it's being helpful by typing in Fly In for me. Well, I don't really want that, so I'm going to have to go through the process again, typing in White Star Rocket Ship and changing my font size. Well, I could change it to 14 should I want to. So now I've done this, I just want to move the user interface up a little bit so that we can see our main monitor better. And by doing that, we can see the text on our preview here. Or at least we should be able to. Again, whether it's by design or whether it's a bug, because I had to redo the text, then my positioning of the text has been moved as well. So if I now go back to the user interface here, and down here where it says location, well, you'll see this box, and in the bottom left of that box, you'll see the position where the text is at the moment. Well, I don't want it there, I want it on the right-hand side at the bottom, so I'll left-click on there and drag it to the right-hand side at the bottom, and now we do see our text in our main monitor. Now, I'm going to leave all the other settings as they are. However, having said that, I think my text is a little bit too big at 14 for the font size, so I'll change it down to 12 once more. And I'm going to leave it like this now, just for this example. However, do notice that you can click on here to animate further, should you want to. Or you could click on here to change your text colour. You could use this colour pad. I'm going to leave it at white. And you'll also see down here, advanced outline and shadow areas that you can adjust. Okay, as I said, I'm going to leave everything as they are, just for this example, so I'll click on our cross to close. Okay, so we now see our text in the bottom right corner in our preview monitor. I'll just do a quick save, and I'm actually going to mute our video track so that we can't see it. As a result, this allows us to see our white text on this black background. Okay, so we can now see the effect better at this screen resolution. It is quite small at this screen resolution, so I think it's easier for us to see. Of course, once I render this out as a completed movie, I do need to remember to switch back on our video track. Okay, now I'm going to leave it here then for this tutorial, now that we've had a quick look at how we can edit existing text that we've added to a separate track. In the following tutorial, I'll go through the process from the beginning by adding a new text area further down our track. Okay, see you in a moment.